Friends, today we recognize Human Trafficking Awareness Month here in the city of Los Angeles. Pimps target young women from some of our poorest neighborhoods and manipulate them into thinking that their only worth is their ability to make them money. In my district, we see young girls being trafficked every day. In fact, the average age of entrance into prostitution is between the ages of 12 and 14 years of age. Over 50% of trafficked women in this country are runaway youth. To help save some of these girls from being victimized and continue to be victims, we've created a Valley Bureau Human Trafficking Task Force focusing on the Sepulveda and Lancashire corridors in the San Fernando Valley. In the Valley, we have begun to target gang members and the criminal enterprise behind pimping out some of these girls. We've also targeted Johns, letting them know that our girls are not for sale. One of our partners is Journey Out. This group helps the victims of human trafficking. Journey Out provides women with resources. Journey Out was created in 1980 to provide a safe place to discuss all issues related to living a life of abuse, violence, and poverty. Journey Out also focuses on a common challenge and ways to move forward from the experiences that they've lived and thrive. Journey Out offers many services that include case management, referrals, survivor mentorship, peer-to-peer support and counseling, individual and crisis counseling, GED tutoring, HIV testing and education, medical, vocation services, and other basic needs like food, clothes, and hygiene products. Today we have a board member from Journey Out, Erickson Elbrick, and Executive Director, Dr. Stephany Powell, representing their wonderful organization. And I'd like to introduce Stephany to say a few words. She's an incredible Executive Director, and I'm very proud to call her my friend. She has spent 30 years with LAPD as a she retired as a Vice Sergeant in October of 2013. Dr. Powell uses her considerable skills and insight to educate the community about the complex and often misunderstood world of sex trafficking and creates a positive change in the victims that she serves. Members, please help me welcome Dr. Stephany Powell from the Journeys Out Executive Director.
Doctor, welcome.
Thank you very much, and good morning. From doing my 30 years with the Los Angeles Police Department and running a vice unit in the Valley, it was then that I noticed that it was not an issue that needed to be arrested away, that resources were needed. So interesting enough, the organization that I now lead, I actually used as a resource. Three programs that were not mentioned today that I would like to mention is the fact that we have an empowerment group. We also have a diversion program. And that diversion program is sanctioned by the city attorney's office. When a woman is arrested, she will go through our diversion program, and once it's completed, that particular case will be dismissed. Also, we have a good working relationship with the Los Angeles Police Department, in which we actually go out on task forces with them to be able to provide immediate services. We also do this with Long Beach PD as well as Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. I have to say that I am so proud of law enforcement in terms of their victim-centered approach to this issue. With the toiletries that we are going to receive. We are going to use those in our drop-in center, as well as when our clients come in and we're doing intake for the first time. Many of our clients are actually homeless. They have no permanent address because they're going from motel to motel. The pimps don't allow them to, or the pimps control their behavior in terms of their eating as well as sleeping. And so as a result, that is why we have our drop-in center. It is our hope, too, that we will be able to open a drop-in center in South Central LA where it is much needed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for all the great work that you do, Dr. Powell. Colleagues, in recognition of Human Trafficking Awareness Month, my office will be collecting toiletries. Things as shampoo and soap, toothbrushes and toothpaste, feminine products, deodorant, etc. are all welcome. This is to help the women that Journey Out assist. Please bring all the items to one of the boxes that will be located throughout City Hall and in my office as well. Gentlemen, I'm asking each and one of you to please contribute to this drive and donate as many items as you can so that Journey Out can put them to good use by helping other women and victims of human trafficking. And on behalf of the City of Los Angeles, I'd like to present Journey Out with this recognition for their outstanding work in helping victims rebuild their lives. Thank you very much for the wonderful work that you do.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so much.
Okay, Miss Martinez. Miss Martinez, first of all, I want to really want to thank you for all that you've done. And to Miss Martinez, you have really helped this council make this a very important issue. And I'm glad that it's starting to get the kind of recognition that it deserves, because there's so many people that don't really consider this a problem. When they think of prostitution, they do not think about somebody's 12-year-old daughter. And I think that you've led the charge, and that's why this council stands behind you. I will definitely participate. I'm going to challenge everybody on this council to come up with as many of the items that you requested. You should give us all a note or email that lists them again, and we can get Buscaino ginned up. There's no telling how much stuff we can collect. And with that said, before you present the award, but let me just say again, thank you. This is a critical issue. You've also helped us with our partnership with the county, and you should definitely be recognized for this.
Thank you very much, Mr.
And
President.
Doctor, we thank you. 30 years of service, and this is a very important issue. With that said, Mr. Harris Dawson wanted to say a word.
Thank you so much, Mr. President and members. I just want to stand and applaud you, Dr. Powell, and thank our colleague, Council Member Martinez, for being a leader on this issue, not just in the Valley and her district, but before I was on the City Council, I actually marched with Councilwoman Martinez on Western Boulevard, a street in my district that we need to take back and send the message that our children are not for sale. We've had a lot of talk about homelessness this past week as the city's released a report. One of the many things that gets overlooked often is that 1 in 8 homeless people are minors. And of those that are minors, estimates say that about 1 in 3 of them, within 2 weeks of being on the street, 1 in 3 girls begin to be trafficked, and it's a long time before they get out of that. And what doesn't get talked about is if there are not interventions, young people start getting trafficked at 12, and by 19 or 20, they're dead or very, very, very sick. And so we applaud your efforts. We want to get behind you 100%. Council District 8 will be there with as much as we possibly can. And we also want to be there and offer our support in getting a drop-in center in South LA as soon as we possibly can. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.